What's the first question? Go.
No, we're doing introductions first.
Oh,
So,
okay. Sorry. My bad. Since I'm already talking, my name is Thomas Chanley. I'm at Miramar. Obviously, that's what we're doing this for. Technically, this is my year 2. The goal is radiology technician, but kind of got into music club because one of my friends. And yeah, that's why I'm here, and I like music. I think everybody does, so that's the goal.
are you musically experienced or?
No, I have terrible dexterity in the fingers, and I don't have a voice that is very good for singing. So, I don't think so. But you never know what will happen.
Maybe triangle might be your jam.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh, there was another question. Your favorite musicians in general.
Favorite musicians. Well, genre of music. It's gonna be like pop punk rock type of stuff. Like I love All American Rejects. I love things to Green Day to pop punk more specifically. Taylor Acorn, she's an amazing singer. I love her. But like Avril Lavigne, fabulous singer. Again, Paramore. I'm just all over the place. But that's basically my jam. Rise Against, probably my favorite band overall. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's pretty fire, actually. So, is your favorite drummer Travis Barker, or
No.
is that slanderous?
No. And we're not going to talk about Machine Gun Kelly either coming into this. No.
No.
I have my hot take earlier than expected. Machine Gun Kelly invented pop punk. Don't at me.
It was already in the scene. Thank you very much. Before he existed, he just popularized it because he likes causing drama. Anyways, next. Who wants to go next? Any more questions?
I guess I'll go. My name's Jason Valacruz. This is my first year at Miramar. I'm an English major, so red flag for me. Let's go. What else is there? Yes, I am musically experienced. I play guitar. There's one behind me. Whatever. I don't sing because I don't really know how, and I don't really think people want to listen to my voice. So it's whatevs. Favorite musicians in general? Julian Casablancas on top, number 1. Let's go. Strokes, just kind of, yeah. Nujabes is really good. Yeah, yeah. I like Daft Punk too. I know I'm missing some people. I like Interpol as well. Led Zeppelin. But what got me into playing was Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then I realized, I'm like, wow, John Frusciante is really good. I can't really play this stuff. But
Steps.
yeah, baby steps basically. The second song I tried to learn was Mr. Brightside, and I was like, not today. But yeah, yeah. That's, I guess my genre is rock, for the most part. It's basically rock. I don't really do rap too much. I like some songs. Dirty Dan by D Savage. That song's crazy. But yeah, that's me.
So you were saying that you don't like rap. Is it because you're afraid of mumbling? Is that why? Afraid of mumble rap? Is that what it is?
Not particularly. It's just.
Are you afraid of sick, nasty lyricism? Is that it? To save you from yourself, I'll do my introduction.
Thank you.
So I'm Lucky Atwood. I've been here for 2 years, same as Thomas. We met in our art orientation class. Great class. The professor's not here anymore. Tragic. He retired after 50 years of doing teaching, I guess. My major is bio, and I have a lot of music experience in like my younger years. Like I played like clarinet, saxophone really young, tuba, sousaphone, and then in high school I ended up playing a lot of trombone. and a little percussion. But I've always loved music. When I was stationed out in Hawaii, I bought myself a bass guitar and tried to teach myself, and then I left it in Hawaii. Long story, we'll get to that one podcast. General favorites. I had brought a different list of things to this pilot. So my intro albums to define me are Electric Ladyland, Jimi Hendrix, naturally. Midnight Marauders,
Are you Jimi Hendrix or Jimmy Page?
Hendrix, baby.
Page. Okay.
It's got to be the Hendrix.
I mean, it's pretty well known that Jimi Hendrix is like the best guitarist. So like, I'm just putting it out there. Electric guitar, obviously. If we're talking about,
I think he's kind of overrated.
I don't know.
He's good, but he's kind of overrated.
I don't know. I don't agree with you, bud.
Okay.
I think it's a crucial note that the way guitar was played after Jimi Hendrix is worth noting. Whether he was the absolute greatest or not, you can debate that. But he changed the way people looked at guitars.
That's fair.
Anyway, album number 2, Midnight Marauders by A Tribe Called Quest. Absolute schlap. Should listen to. Free to Eat by Plague Vendor. Super rad punk band. I saw them at the first concert I ever went to, which was a Bad Religion concert. And they were one of the openers, and they opened up the pit. Can I say fucking? Can we do that? We'll cut it in post.
That's not a thing.
Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs by Marty Robbins. Gotta get that Western in there. Everyone loves Big Iron. And then the last one has to be the Black Panther album by Kendrick Lamar, which is why I'm wearing my Black Panther shirt, obviously. And yeah, I think that's pretty much me.
That's a fire take. Not a hot take, that's fire.
Okay, me next?
Yeah.
Okay, I am Kalia Sebastian. This is my first year at Miramar. I'm an art history major, hoping to do like teaching with that at some point. I have a pretty good history with music. Like I've always sang since I was a kid. The way I learned how to read was through like a songbook, learning how to read lyrics through that. So I learned how to like read music and read words at the same time and I played piano and violin and viola growing up. And then I recently picked up guitar. So I'm a beginner in that, but we're getting the hang of it. We're doing it. Favorite musicians has to be the Beatles, just because I grew up with them. So like I know. Yeah, okay.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, Caesar style.
Listen.
They were good for their time. I would say right in the middle.
They were influential for their time, not just good for their time. Okay.
So may
Okay.
I ask, why was it the Beatles what you grew up on? Because I would say the same, because my parents were born way long time ago. So like I grew up with like 60s music, 70s music, a little bit of 80s, but I was like listening to Elton John, America, and like Fleetwood Mac and all that type of stuff. Plus, yes, Beach Boys. Like I was listening to all of that. So like, why was that the music you grew up on? And do you feel displaced compared to everybody else around you?
Oh no, I don't like think I was born in the wrong generation or anything like that.
Okay.
But I mean, it was more my brother that listened to them. He was only a few years older than me, but he discovered like the first time he heard Yesterday, it was like a transcendental experience for him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would pretty much exclusively listen to classical music or 70s plus the Beatles. And so like I was around that a lot. My dad listened to a lot of like Led Zeppelin, classic rock like that, Pink Floyd, and then my mom was really into like Seether and Whitesnake. She's an old head. So like a lot of that old rock,
Mm.
but I've always just resonated with the Beatles because I like how dramatic their lore is. And like I fell in love with George Harrison like before I knew what love was.
Here for the drama. Got it.
Of course, yeah. I mean, obviously. But yeah, that's just one of the bands that I like. Okay, it's not exclusively the Beatles. I also like all of the members individually. So
Oh, that's a red flag. So just
Um,
like K-pop, like boy band love. I see how it is. Okay.
That's how I am with the Strokes. I love the Strokes, but I also love Julian Casablancas and his solo stuff, and the Voids, and his stuff with Daft Punk, and Dead Mouse, and just
How do you feel about the White Stripes?
honestly, I haven't listened to them enough to really have an opinion, but I like them.
Hmm.
If I feel like I want to like punch something, or like if I get mad at my boss, then maybe I'll turn on White Stripes. and it helps that like I work in the kitchen, so we play music. So if he says some like, I was about to cuss, but if he says something that I don't like, I'd be like, you know, I don't know, it's silly.
All right, we'll take it. You had other favorites
yes,
other
I had
than the
other
Beatles,
favorites. Sufjan Stevens is one of my favorite artists. Left turn from Beatles. I really like Elliott Smith. I like Bob Dylan. I like. I like a lot of Midwest emo.
It's good for a reason.
It is, yeah.
It's good for a
it
reason.
scratches a very specific itch that nothing else can quite get. So like Mom Jeans, Modern Baseball, Lincoln, a bunch of bands like that I'm really into.
No Park in that Lincoln?
Just Lincoln.
Hmm.
I do like Lincoln Park.
Hmm.
I do like Lincoln Park. Rest in peace.
California, though. That's the thing.
Gotcha.
Do you like Shia LaBeouf though? That's the real question.
Shia?
Shia LaBeouf.
Like just as a person.
He's a human. Everybody makes mistakes, I'll say that.
I'll take that's respect.
What does that have to do with Lincoln Park?
Because they played Linkin Park in Transformers,
Oh.
and Shia LaBeouf was like the main character of a Transformers series.
So that's the only jump
That's
that you
like
got from
the-
that.
Yeah, and then didn't they covered I wanna say they covered either a Deftones song, I think, and I think Deftones covered a Weezer song.
Deftones also covered a Smith song.
Yeah, it's not. I don't
It
know.
wasn't, yeah.
It's
I
not that
appreciate
The sentiment is there, but
and it's
not
like great
that-
for the aesthetic, you know,
Yeah.
because it's like worlds colliding.
But we're here
Um,
to talk about music and not movies and actors. So
Okay, whoa.
yeah, there is
The Lord of the Rings soundtrack is one of the greatest
Goated.
pieces
Lord of
of
the Rings soundtrack,
music
goated.
history in
And
the
thus, movies and music can be shared.
and Kung Fu Panda 3. Listen to that soundtrack. That slaps.
Whoa. Okay. The first Shrek movie soundtrack, yes or no? Because that entire montage of music was iconic for that time period that the Shrek movie came out
I mean, if a soundtrack has Counting Crows in it, of course I'm going to like it.
in. Okay. Do we have any other questions that she needed to cover?
We got quite sidetracked.
Say one more.
One more, what artist that I like?
Yeah.
Or like genre? Brockhampton.
Spicy indeed.
I miss the Saturation albums. They're so
An
good.
absolute bangers. It's almost your time.
Okay. I'm Alana Bird. I've been singing for as long as I've been alive, almost, because there was a time I didn't speak as a baby. I played the flute in 6th grade. I write music and lyrics. So the kind of music I like is mainly focusing on lyrics and like how clever they are. Like I really like AJR's Maybe Man album just because of like how real it feels.
No, continue. Sorry.
And I'm kind of like, I like musicals as well. I like, it's, I think so. I haven't seen that one yet. I really, yeah, probably. Oh yeah.
All right,
So
I got 2 questions for you.
yeah.
One, how long have you been at Miramar, and what's your major?
Oh yeah. So I have been at Miramar for since last semester,
Gotcha.
and I'm a music studies major.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then my other question was top 3 musicals.
I haven't seen that many. I like musicals and I like how clever they are, but I haven't seen as many as I'd like.
But have you seen at least 3? And can you tier list the 3 that you've seen?
Yeah. I want to say my top musical would be Avenue Q, because that's the one I've participated in. It was a lot of fun to participate in. It was in my high school, at my high school, and because it's Avenue Q, we had to take out a whole song. And it was described to me as Sesame Street, but for adults. So it's got some adult topics.
Adult themes.
Yes, adult themes. Yep, not at all. So we don't know them at all.
Not at all.
Okay. 2, I want to say Hamilton. I know everyone
Absolute banger.
like believes Lin-Manuel Miranda, but he's honestly a
He's
lyrical
the
genius.
GOAT.
He is so freaking
The GOAT.
yeah. And then another one. I can't really think of one. I just want to say The Sound of Music because it's a classic.
Hi, my name is Nick Arredondo. This is my first year at Miramar. My major is mechanical engineering, and for music, I have been in a lot of band stuff. I've played clarinet in 5th grade, but then 6th grade onward up until now, and continuing on for the foreseeable future, I've been playing bass clarinet, which I've really enjoyed playing more and more over time.
We're all about that bass.
But so in terms of favorite artists or genres, I don't really, this might sound weird, I don't really have one specific person. Like, my taste can be all over the place, and sometimes it's switching up every time.
So my question to you would be, if you don't have a favorite genre, which is fine, because that's a hard poll to pick. I didn't say what my favorite was because I can't pick either. But what would you say are some songs or some like frontmen, frontwomen that like influenced you to love music?
Well, stuff that got me into like orchestra stuff, like got me into playing clarinet, bass clarinet, all that stuff, was my dad is a really big fan of Frank Zappa. He would play it in the car like ever since I could remember. And I just really liked listening to it for a while. And then, like, I even thought about picking up saxophone, like, because of that, too. Like, I might get a saxophone sooner or later.
You can and should.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, that's what... But my mom, on the other hand, like, listens to a lot of stuff like David Bowie, like, along those lines of music. She plays David Bowie a lot in the car.
Respectable. Yeah, we'll slide that one over. My parents' music taste was very interesting because my white stepdad listened to reggae, and my black mom listened to metal Oh God, it's so with metal. I'm not allowed to say the.
The F word. The only F word we have in here is friendship. Okay.
Yes. Miramar.
Not even fun. No, she said just friendship.
We're not allowed to have fun here. That's also
No fun,
like,
just
leave that out the
friends.
door.
Absolutely no. Yeah.
Pilot's gonna get scrapped.
But I would say, as with every black mom I've met, you can't walk into a house and not hear Erykah Badu, which also is a really heavy influence for me.
Okay, I kind of already covered it before. Like, I'm all over the place. I'm a mutt when it comes to music because of my parents. 60s, 70s, 80s. However, honorable mention that I completely forgot to mention, and I got tortured by my older siblings because I was singing along to it. Dancing Queen by ABBA.
ABBA's so good. So good. Man After Midnight? Come on.
Fernando.
I mean, ABBA, amazing band. But when you're like 5 years old, singing it apparently in the bathroom or shower, it goes a whole different direction of like, oh, that's so cute. But yeah, anyways, I'm just all over the place. Like, I think the genre of music I really liked the section in the 70s that like kind of like America revolves around, and like Fleetwood Mac. Like, I really like that vibe, and that also applies to like the country music of that era with like Dolly Parton and whatnot. Like, I liked that type of music because I think a lot of it now is just becoming way more. It's just changed just with the times where like everything's super blended when back then it felt a little more distinct. But that's just my weird hot take. But anyways.
That's like a lukewarm take.
Okay. Parents' influence on music. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. So, my mom listened to a bunch of stuff. She listened to, like, 90s, early 2000s, sort of, like, pop and rock. And she also listened to rap. And, well, nowadays, when you get up on a Sunday morning and you're trying to just chill out and you hear some R&B blasting, you know it's a cleaning day. And you're not allowed to sleep. You just got to get up and help, or else you're just not going to eat or something.
There's no dinner for tonight.
Yeah, and then my dad, he's more on the rap R&B side of things. Yeah, he's a nerd as well, so he's probably listening to some anime music as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Valid. I kind of covered a little bit already of like my parents' taste. My whole family is very, very into rock. Like, we're primarily like a rock family. But my dad, he listens to everything. Like, he grew up in Hawaii, so he like a lot of reggae, a lot of that kind of stuff. He loves alt rock. He's a big Morrissey fan, which is only annoying when he forgets that he's playing the same Morrissey album on repeat for like 10 hours a day.
It's only valid to be a Morrissey fan if you like the Smiths first.
Yeah.
Because
Well, he did like the Smiths
if you
first.
like Morrissey just as is, just Morrissey, it's like,
Yeah, then it's
that's
like-
worse than all of us combined. You know?
That's actually just all of us combined.
Yeah.
And
It sounds like a segregation of music, actually.
yeah, he really likes The Cure. He likes that kind of music. He likes rap. He likes everything, pretty much everything except for country. And my mom has a visceral dislike of country, for, I mean, valid-ish reasons, I guess. Hot take, but and then he has something to say, of course.
What are these valid-ish reasons?
Because we don't
Trucks
support segregation.
we have yet to prove that from you. But so
and farming and fishing and I mean they're solid hobbies. But like I feel like the epitome of country, there's the women singing country where it's like you cheated on me and yada yada.
Carry
yada.
underwords of the world.
Yes. And
lest we
gospel
forget Dolly
country.
Parton. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
The GOAT.
Dolly Parton, I don't really like view her. I mean, this is gonna be a hot take, but I don't really view her as country. I view her as like, cause she comes from Appalachia. It's like more folky than anything. Like bluegrass kind of versus like, though. Like I feel like modern country at least has gotten so commercialized that a lot of like the Keith Urbans and that kind of artists have made it harder to like country.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people will say like, oh, I listen to everything but country. And it's like, I get it. I like some country. I do. It's true. I love Shania Twain.
Exactly. So my thing is I feel like you can't say that you hate a genre until you've heard enough of it in all of its spectrums for you to be like, wow, all of country blows.
Again, this is my mother's hot take.
And
she
you
also hates Coldplay.
mostly
just because
agreed
it's
with it.
Coldplay.
Because they're British.
It might be.
Honestly,
Because they're British, then I'll support it.
Yeah,
I would say that's a valid reason. Get a
Okay,
dentist.
Smiths fan. Yeah. I think my biggest like music influence in my family though was my brother. He really likes anything with flow. He's really into Anderson .Paak, like that's his top artist.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Fire indeed.
Yeah. And then family's dabbled in metal. My oldest brother, he's a rancher now, and he commits to an aesthetic, and so he only listens to like, he calls himself a liberal redneck, and he like has the goatee and the long hair. It's it's a whole thing, and he'll only listen to like deep country, like original country, like of the Willie Nelson, like the modern Willie Nelsons. But yeah,
I love that for him.
yeah, he really.
He really what? Is that the end of that sentence?
really commits to it.
Okay.
Because
That's
he
fair.
used to not like that at all. He used to like hate country, and then he became a countryman. So he had to like.
Where does he
develop
live?
his
Like
shit.
29 Palms or something?
He lives in Humboldt County.
Yeah. Okay. My parents' music taste. My dad likes a good amount of everything. I've heard him play like this fusion of like jazz and R&B. And then next hour he plays reggae. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy. But he likes a lot of rock. His CD collection is wild. I've taken a handful of them. Guns N' Roses, Blink-182, and there was some other ones. Anyways, but he, as I think within the last like 20, 15 years, it's pretty much just been reggae most of the time, because he also plays in a reggae band, and
What does he play?
uke. That's
Hell yeah.
yeah. He also plays in Tahitian bands as well.
Am I allowed to say hell on the internet? Can I do that? Doc gave me the thumbs up. We're good.
Yeah. So he plays a lot of tuere and pahu, which is, I used to play pahu for them, which is really fun. It's just their bass drum. You just go, duk, duk, duk. It's really fun. Anyways, yeah. So growing up, we would pretty much only listen to reggae. That's the only thing he would play for us, pretty much. So I think if you were to play a song for me, I'd probably know it. I know like 5% of the names of the stuff he would play.
You know, J Boog, Do It Again?
Wait.
Yes.
Maybe. It's almost like I've never heard that song.
J Boog is so good.
Yes, I've heard that song. But my dad really likes 90s freestyle, like electronic freestyle, which is
Ooh.
fire. Because there's a band called Electronic and you can guess what they make: electronic music. And it's crazy because it has Johnny Marr from the Smiths, Bernard Sumner, New Order, and Pet Shop Boys. So it's a crazy supergroup, and it's one of the greatest bands I've ever heard. But he likes R&B and stuff and rap. I've just never really heard him listen to it that much. But my mom is more on that side. She's more into the R&B rap stuff than I know. I think my stepdad is on the same as well. But it's like it's kind of funny because my sister and I listened to the same stuff growing up, but I went into rock that direction and she went to rap direction. She likes reggaeton, which is like
Reggaeton is also gas.
reggaeton is really good. Like she plays it for me, I'm like, yeah, this does make me want to dance, you know. But yeah, that's like, I don't know. I'll play stuff for my dad though. Just like, oh, it's pretty solid. I'm like, I know. What can I say?
What can I say? Do we have any other burning questions or people that want to destroy their internet career so early?
No, but I do think we have to talk about the club itself.
Ah, right, of course. That's why we're here. We have to talk about this club that we're talking about.
Yes. So this club, the music club, all things music basically.
All of it.
We're going to do like live events or live event.
Live event and maybe even some live event.
Yeah. So that's going to be fire. I don't know how often we're going to do a podcast, but I hope it's more often because this is kind of fun.
This is pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Definitely not getting monetized.
Yes.
And then forever always being on the internet from this point on, which is great.
Yeah. But we meet here at 2:00.
Where's here?
Humanities building.
H216.
H216
Yes.
in the Humanities Building.
On Thursdays.
On Thursdays at 2 p.m.
But I think when we do podcasts, we should meet at 1:30, just so we have
I think that would be wise.
more time.
And the questions
Yeah. But this is our third meeting here now? I think third.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we're still getting stuff off the ground, still figuring things out, but it's funsies. So yeah, if they're
Yeah.
bring your instruments if you want.
Yeah. So a beautiful thing about the music club is that it's about the appreciation of music in all facets. Now, be that like sound production. If you are a singer, songwriter, and or musician, then we have this studio that we can help you produce whatever you may want within reason of whatever Doc says is within reason. Yeah, so it's a really cool opportunity to just kind of, even if you just have some time, just come by and jam, man.
I remember you saying that you're here after, like, from like 3 to 6 or something, sometime. I don't know.
Me?
Yeah.
For the recording class.
Oh, he has a class between after that. Yeah, makes sense.
Boo, make more time for music club.
Boo.
Fire.
Or just to like hang out, get Jamba Juice.
Just kick it. Get some Jamba.
Jamba juice.
Doc's allergic to Jamba, by the way. He's also allergic to Taylor Swift. We'll get into that next episode.
I wore my Taylor Swift
Now
shirt
that's the hot
specifically
take.
for this.
I realized I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably has an Eras tour banner on his wall.
Well, it's one or the other. Either he really loves Taylor Swift or he is absolutely not about it. And we'll find out next week.
He's a closet Taylor Swiftie.
Big Swiftie.
Swift or Lana Del Rey?
Ooh. Wait, whoa, hand this man the mic. Doc said his hands are tied, blah, 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 man in the chair.
Okay, well, let's have that be the final question then. Lana Del Rey or Taylor Swift?
Like, I have to choose one, or do I not have to choose
Well,
one?
it's if you're a Lana Del Rey girly or if you're a Taylor Swift girly.
And I don't have a third option?
No.
To be neither?
Those are the only two girlies that there are.
Whitney Houston, final answer.
That's acceptable.
I'm a Lana Del Rey girl or girly strictly because she posted a picture of her holding a gun. I'm like, that's hard as fuck. In the mirror with just like her gown on or something. And I'm like, you look like you're going to go murder someone. And Taylor Swift could never do that. You know? Like, I think the most she could get away with was like, you know, emitting 5 tons of CO2. But that's about it. You know? That's about it. You know? So
You might have to be banished from the mic.
yeah. So Lana Del Rey all the way. And my girlfriend's a Lana Del Rey fan, so I kind of have to be too.
I have to say Lana Del Rey, mainly because for one of our marching band shows, we were playing Young and Beautiful on the
That's
field
fire.
show. That was like part of the show we had. So yeah, that's what I have
So
to say.
did your band go to a concert after to Lana Del Rey?
No.
Dang it.
Well, I would say that out of the two options, Taylor Swift with her first album, I will remember, very first music video I ever watched on MTV, 2005, Love Story, Taylor Swift song. I was like, wow, I really like her voice, and I really like the music. However, that attached me to the country part of Taylor Swift, not the pop. Yeah, not the pop part of Taylor Swift. So right now, I just like Lana Del Rey's voice a lot more than Taylor Swift's.
So are you
Be-
a Taylor Swift girly or a Lana Del Rey girly?
Lana Del Rey, because my twin sister, she's all over Lana Del Rey. She plays it every single day, so I can't get away with it. I'm under duress at this point.
So personally, I think Taylor Swift, just because she was the first person I was ever an actual fan of. And then I don't know enough about Lana Del Rey to like have a definitive answer. Like I can't compare them because I don't know enough about Lana Del Rey. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's a very valid point, especially I think that's like the truest form of like when you actually awaken like your musical tastes. It's just like
Rise.
yeah, you just you kind of just realize, oh, I really like this band, I really like this artist, and then you become a fan because of it.
Oh, that way.
It was a bit confused.
I wanna piggyback off of the first music video you watched. The first one I watched was Thriller by Michael Jackson, and phenomenal. And when he played it in class one time, that like sent me back because I had like PTSD from it, and I was like, this is the scariest thing I've like. That was the closest thing I'd gotten to a horror movie, like since being born. So watching that at like 7 years old was like,
Oh my gosh, wait. Since being born.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, imagine.
yeah. So so that was that was my first music video. And I think every young male child has a Michael Jackson phase when they're young, because I know I did, and my dad did, and my girlfriend's little brother did, and I don't know.
I'll have to disagree with you on that one because my stepmother really liked Cher and Madonna because that was her era.
Yeah.
And so I never really had that Michael Jackson phase. Even though it was of her time period, I just wasn't interested.
So
No,
are
it's
you
not Michael-
saying that your Michael Jackson phase was replaced with a Madonna phase?
More of a Cher phase. And yeah, and a Shakira phase.
Oh, all right. Everyone has a Shakira phase. That's undisputable.
Okay, but I just would say that my Michael Jackson phase is pretty much non-existent because of just the flavor. Because my stepmother, she's Hispanic, so
So if it weren't for those influences, do you think it would have been Michael Jackson?
Probably not, because just how old my.
Supposed to agree with me.
Oh, okay.
He was
okay.
supposed to agree.
Yeah.
But I've been in my Shakira phase my entire life.
Just don't lie.
They don't.
They really don't.
Amen.
All right, Lana Del Rey or Taylor Swift?
We already decided that.
Oh no, but did you?
I don't think you went. Did you?
She did not.
No.
She doesn't want to admit.
Yeah. Trying
You
to
guys were
slide by.
supposed to forget that. We moved on. Music videos, right?
No, we didn't.
That was just a side
Um,
cut. We're back.
I would say I have a Lana Del Rey soul and a Taylor Swift heart.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you elaborate on that?
No. If you know, you know.
You gotta just get it.
You have to know, and you don't. So that says a lot more about you than
So
me.
do you want to front Taylor Swift, but you're really Lana?
Ooh.
No.
Because that's what it sounds like.
I feel like it's opposite.
It's more like
But I feel like the soul's more
The soul is,
transient.
like more out there, and your heart is kind of just like.
No. That's not how metaphysical anatomy works. So, resident bio major here. So,
okay.
the soul is deeper than the heart because the heart is a physical thing and the soul is metaphysical.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Mm.
Well,
If it's
actually,
physical, then it can just like phase where it needs to go. You know, it can just phase out.
Okay, so what's your answer to it?
Oh yeah.
I think that's more about aura. So, do you have a Swiftie aura or do you have a Del Rey aura?
See, I have a Del Rey aura.
Okay.
okay, so
That's the soul. Is that I have a Lana Del Rey soul,
So
But-
what's the Taylor Swift part?
and it's in my heart.
Oh yeah.
I've already said this.
and he's completely lost with this reasoning. At the end of the day, the soul is innate. It's separate from the body. So what you're absolutely interested in, maybe that, or Lana Del Rey. However, your body really likes listening to Taylor Swift. Basically, it's
My body loves Taylor Swift.
yeah. I mean, I'm taking a philosophy class, so we're just talking about the separation
Oh yeah.
between body and soul, and that's one of the things.
You see
it's
that
just-
photo shoot for Midnights?
I love that we went from punching Nazis to soul science. I think we're probably gonna have to skedaddle soon. But
Oh,
Jason,
yeah.
can you play us a little SpongeBob
Little-
outro?
Yeah. We're not getting monetized, so.
Yeah. We got it all in Music Club. You should come out
All right.
every Thursday
Yep.
at 2 p.m. in the Humanities Building, H216, on the Miramar campus. Just that one. For now.